didn't fill out a card.
Okay, we'll get you right after the next person, okay, sir? Mr. Batterham?
Hello, yeah. I would like to talk about the fact that
Mr. Barham, just your name,
Oh,
please. Yeah, thank
sorry,
you.
I always forget. Okay. Ted Barham, Dearborn resident. And I'd like to talk about how two intersections have been named after Mr. Omar Siblani. Oh, I apologize. Okay, start again. I want to talk about how two intersections have been named after Mr. Osama Siblani. I just know him by his last name. Sorry about that. Okay, and so I'm sure he's done a lot of good things for the community, starting the Arab American News. But one thing I'm very concerned about, which I think a lot of people in Dearborn would be concerned about, I mean, I could just read his direct quotations. I'll read a couple of them. These are from 2022. So, yeah, he talks about how
Can you tell us what the issue is?
Yeah,
Before we
Councilman
start
Abraham.
reading things, can you just tell us what your concern is?
yeah,
Councilman
my concern is his, he's a promoter of Hezbollah and Hamas. And,
Okay,
and then,
Mr. Barham?
Yeah.
And Mayor, correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Councilman Abraham, but your point, you're free to address your point, which I just wanted to make sure you're aware. The sign that was placed in that area is a county road and was done by the Wayne County Executive. It's not under control of the city, Dearborn or City Council. Mayor, is that correct?
Repeat that, I'm so sorry.
The sign that was placed is placed on Warren Avenue, which is a county road, and that was done by the county.
Wayne County did it, it's a symbolic placement.
Yeah.
It's not a-
The county did it, so they do have, we can get you the list of their meeting, and you could go there and speak to the county commissioners, but we did not have the authority to overrule that or to suspend it. So I wanted to make sure you knew that. So the Wayne County
that's fine.
Commission is the one that approved that. It's the road of the county, and they're the one that placed it up there.
yes, that's fine, and I did understand that. But I know that there were people in this room who were there at the, at the ceremony for putting those signs up. And also, it's in Dearborn, so I'm just speaking as a Dearbornite. There's lots of quotes, but just a couple of quotes here. He talks about how the blood of the martyrs, I'm quoting, irrigates the land of Palestine. And then further quotes, he talks about how the terrorists should strike them with knives and with their bare hands, and they're victorious. And he also encourages the use of rockets over there. And then another quote from 2022, "We are the Arabs who are going to lift Palestinians all the way to victory, whether we are in Michigan and whether we are in Jenin." So the reason why I mentioned this is that it sounds like he could be inciting violence in Michigan. Believe me, I'm continuing the quotation. He says, believe me.
He's not. I just want to be clear. He can speak for himself.
Well, this is
I'm
speaking
just
for
going to,
himself.
I'm going to stop you because he's not a violent person. And you can interpret his words any way you want. But I will guarantee you he is not intending to incite violence anywhere in the world.
Thank you, Councilman
He could
Abraham.
defend himself if he were here, but
Sure.
we're not going to allow personal attacks in our community.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just reading his words here.
That's fine, but
They
you're
seem very-
interpreting his words after you read them. He did not use the word violence, did he?
Well, may I continue the rest of the quote?
Well, if you say you want to read them, you can read them. If you want to interpret and give your own opinion of what he's thinking, that's a different story.
Okay. Sure, I mean, I'd love to discuss this. I just want to finish the quote because there's more. Okay, I'll continue. Whether we are in Michigan and whether we are in Jenin, believe me, everyone should fight within his means. They will fight with stones, others will fight with guns, others will fight with planes, drones, and rockets. Others will fight with their voices, and others will fight with their hands and say, free, free Palestine. So I just find it very concerning. Did my 3 minutes include
Yeah,
other
no,
people's
no,
words
that's
as well?
okay. There was some dialogue, but
Yeah.
as the councilman indicated, and just, we wanted to make sure you be careful, when you're talking about incitement or riot, there's legal terminations for that. There's legal precedent for that, and that's what the councilman has indicated, that you're drawing a conclusion that you have the right to draw. But as I indicated, the sign was placed from the county in that location. So, did you have anything else you'd like to speak on?
Well, it seems very provocative to have those signs up there. I mean, I also appreciate how he has helped to people to sympathize with, you know, the people of Palestine, people of Lebanon. As you know, I've lived in Lebanon. I also lived in Israel. I've stayed for several weeks in Palestine, and I feel like, but despite that, I feel like having that sign up there, it's almost like having, you know, naming a street Hezbollah Street or Hamas Street. I mean, Hezbollah, you know, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel that's quite inappropriate. And as a Christian, I would like to encourage peace. I'm not just being like, you know, pro-Israel in this and, you know, fight back and that sort of thing. But I would like to encourage peace and not violence. Actually, I'd like to quote from the words of someone who had the same enemy. It was Jewish people who killed Jesus. He was Jewish, but his fellow Jewish people killed him. And he said, the one who lives by the sword will die by the sword. And what I would like to encourage on the other side is peace. He is called the Prince of Peace, and he said, blessed are the peacemakers. And his death at the hands of Jewish people opens the door to peace between Jewish and non-Jewish people. So that's what I would like to actively try to encourage to you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Byram. Sir, if you'd like to step forward.
I think the only comment I'm going to make, is not
Mayor?
looking for a rebuttal, is the best suggestion I have for you is to not drive on Warren Avenue, or to close your eyes while you're doing it. His name is up there, and I, you know, spoke at a ceremony celebrating it because he's done a lot for this community. And I think it's quite hypocritical to know that you're approaching this podium when you yourself have videos on YouTube standing in front of my mosque saying the cruelest of things about Muslims, about the religion of Islam, because you are a bigot, and you are a racist, and you are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city. Because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence. You're somebody who tries to preach it, but in fact you do everything but that. So I just want to put that on the record.
Okay. Mr. Clerk, I know that you're back on the mic. One second. Sir, yes, go ahead. State your